Hello, welcome to a new video. Hey, what's up? My name is MunkQoo. If you're here and you're new, I do tarot reading videos. As you can tell, this is the channel. Um, yeah. So today we're gonna film May predictions, and this is timeless, so you can watch this like anytime, no matter the year. It's good. So I have a few story times for you guys today before we jump into the piles. But of course, if you don't want to listen to none of this, then there's timestamps below. Feel free to click your pile, and I also do offer private readings. Let me know. So, I painted my nails, right? Like, I don't know if you can see, it's looking janky because even here, like, it's all chipped. I literally painted it like 2 days ago because I was like, oh, I'm gonna film a YouTube video. I also don't work for the next well, at the time it was like 3 days, but like now it's like I don't work tomorrow and that's it. So what happened was I was like, I'm gonna do my nails, like girl, like some self care, like I want to be pretty. Like sometimes when you're, at least for me, like when I'm working too much, I just start to lose myself. So I'm just okay. Let's just pick it up. So I painted my nails. I was gonna film yesterday, and that didn't happen. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I just like passed out. Like I was so tired, and I just played games all day. Oh, okay. So this is how the story goes. So I was painting my nails as I was playing Valorant because I swear I have ADHD or something. Because like I cannot like just do one thing. I have to do like more than one thing at once, which is probably why I'm bad at everything because I'm never like locked in. So I was playing Valorant, and in between rounds, I was like, no, paint my nails. And then at one point, like I forgot that I painted my, like I knew I painted my nails, but I forgot it wasn't dry. So it was already getting late. I think it was around like 12 a.m. And I was like, yo, I'm kind of tired because I'm kind of old now. So I sleep early. So mid round, I was like rubbing my eyes because when I'm tired, I do this. And I was rubbing my eyes. And then I was like, oh, my eye is like low key burning. And I was like, why is it burning? And then I was like, it's actually burning, like a chemical burn. And I was like, what the fuck? Because then I noticed my eye was like sealed, like my eyelashes was like this. And I was like, dude, you literally just put nail polish on your eyelash and on your eyelid. And I was like, what? So I had to like AFK from the game. Thankfully, like my team wasn't, I don't think they reported me because I was only gone for like 2 rounds. But I just AFK'd. I don't know. I know I was playing comp, but like, my life. My life is at stake. So I ran to the bathroom. I opened the door. I screamed. My roommate was like, what the fuck? And then I just ran to the bathroom. I did the whole eye wash thing. Like, in high school, how they have like an eye wash station in science class? I did that, and it was burning and it was so bad. And then I looked like into the mirror, and like my eyelashes, guys, I don't have a lot of eyelashes. I'm Asian, like there's five at most. You can see the base of the eyelash was all crusted with nail polish, that the nail polish dried on my eyelash baseline. And I was like, what? So I was trying to like peel it off without peeling all my eyelashes off. It was a whole fiasco. My eyelid was burning. And then at one point, like I came back and mid game, like, I didn't want to get reported. So I was like playing blind. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then I was Googling on my phone, like what to do when you get nail polish on your eyelashes, which who the fuck Googles this shit? Like, are you 5 years old? So the only thing I found was like a Reddit post that was like, oh, this happened to my kid or something. And then everyone in the post was just like, go to the ER. And I was like, okay, we're not doing that. So I don't know what happened. I just eventually like, okay, we also lost the game. Like we only lost by 1 point. I'm pretty sure it was all my fault because I threw that fucking round. So I took a shower after. I put like the oil makeup remover on my eyelid, and I was like, yo, get this off. And then after I showered, like I started to peel some of the crust off. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm fine now. This was like 2 days ago. No, this was yesterday. What am I saying? So, anyways, not sure if I lost my eyelashes, but at least I'm not blind, and that's all I care about is I'm not blind. So yes, guys, these nails have caused me a lot of trauma. Also, I've already chipped all of them. Like my left hand is completely chipped. Like I'm just not meant to do my nails apparently because I just like I cannot maintain a manicure like no matter what. even when they're short. Like I don't even have long nails. If I had long nails, it would have been over even quicker. So yeah, that was a story. I have guys, I need to start vlogging again because I just feel like I have so many stories and like there's no time to tell them because we're doing a tarot video. But anyways, guys, if you do like these kind of stories and like vlog style things, feel free to follow my main channel, which is just like MunkQoo. I post vlogs sometimes, like once a year, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, guys, we're doing my predictions. Sorry for the long-winded version of the intro. I love you guys. I know this video is late. Like I'm filming this on was it today? May? Sorry, it's not May. April 28th. You guys have officially 2 days to watch this. So I hope you guys watch it on time. Yeah, let's go to your pause. And yeah, I love you guys. Hello, welcome to your pile selection. So today we have a little bit of a different theme. Sorry, I think I need to put it in the camera. Can you guys see? So, three stuffed animal keychain thingies to choose from, and I'm okay. So this is the thing. I have a lot of like, I don't know why. Okay, so I guess I'm kind of a keychain girl, or that's what people think I am. I will accept it. But a lot of people gift me keychains, so now I have like a lot of keychains. Most of them I just like leave at my home because I don't want to like get it dirty or like lose it. So yeah, I just have a collection of keychains now, but it's really nice because every keychain is special to me. So if you ever gift me a keychain, I'm gonna remember it and add it to the pile. But yeah, all these were gifted. No, this one was not. Okay, so we're gonna jump in. So first keychain, I actually bought this one myself. I gifted it to somebody, and I also bought one for myself. So we were like twinsies. Yeah, that thing. So yeah, number one, if you choose keychain, is like a bear from Miniso. He's super cute. He's round like my head, and yeah, this was I like bought it myself. Yeah. So pile number one is this cute little bear. Pile number two is the snake I got from one of my coworkers, and it's a jelly cat. So I'm just like, okay, I will be honest, I'm not like a jelly cat girl. Like I don't understand the phenomenon. There's this really cute jelly cat that like I really like think is cute, but I would never buy. It's like the hamburger one. I thought it was cute, but I don't understand like why the price is so high. But anyways, number two, if you choose the snake, is a jelly cat, and it's also a keychain. I know it doesn't look like a keychain, but there's like a keychain on it. This is pile number two. And then pile number three is actually like we forget about him, but he's actually the face of Jellycat. So this was also gifted from one of my coworkers. Um, this is the cat. I don't know, but yeah, apparently this is like, yeah, he's like the face. Because if you look at the Jellycat logo, it's literally him. Like he's there. Yeah, that's his face. So yeah, pile number three, the cat. So yes, feel free to choose your pile, whichever pile resonates with you. Timestamps are below. I hope you guys have a wonderful May. I know it's gonna be rockin'. So yeah. Sorry, I just don't. I'm becoming like more millennial every day. Okay, anyways, I shall see you guys in your pile. Hello, pile number one. If you chose this beautiful bear, then this is your reading all about your May and how it's gonna be. Let's see how it's gonna be. Okay, guys, we gotta jump right in. I have exactly an hour and a half to film. I know it's like every time I film, it's like we're on a crunch. Yeah, I'm just like horrible at like time management. Okay, that was me trying to do the bridge. Did not work. But anyways, guys. Pile number one, May predictions. How's this gonna go? Oh my god. Okay, it's a mess already. Oh, there's like 1,000 cards that fell out. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take all these cards. This is your reading. Chaotic. What's new? Also, I just realized I'm like looking in the viewfinder. I look like a child. Like I didn't mention it in the general piles, but like I just look so okay. Anyways, is it the shirt? Like I'm wearing a like Maruku-chan shirt. Maybe I need to grow up one day. No, it's such a cute shirt. Okay, anyways. Yo, let's go. Okay, y'all's got some like some what's it called? Oh my god, my brain is so bad today. Not major arcana. Court cards. So yeah, court cards are like the people. Okay, and you got one blockage card, which I'm gonna take. Oh, the tower. Also, sorry if you hear noises, like really loud noises. Okay, so so your month of May is gonna start off with. Let me see. Okay, I can read this in two ways. I think I'm gonna read it as. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get my intuition going. Okay, I'm gonna read it like this. Okay, so sometimes Ace of Cups can be about like love, so there's that. But I'm gonna read it more as what I'm feeling is for you guys. If you guys are like looking for love or you're in a relationship, then I think in the beginning of the month it's gonna be like that's when it kind of starts, and that's where because I'm looking at the image and there's two doves, and I don't know. For me, that's like they're just like you know I know doves are like when people die, but like to me, this one's love. Okay, I see this one as love, but I also see it as balancing in the beginning of May. You're gonna be balancing like love in your life, but also balancing with your self care. Like you're gonna try to find that middle ground where you're not completely just like giving yourself to somebody. Like you are focusing on your betterment. You're focusing on your goals, your health, your manifestations. Like you are giving back to yourself. But on the side, like you can see, like she's the main character in this image. But on the side, the doves, there is a little bit of romance. Like if you guys are single, like you might be like someone may be talking to you, or if you're in a relationship, like you're still like flourishing and bettering your relationship. But for sure, at the beginning of the month, like you are making sure that your cup is full and you're giving back to yourself first. Like you are the most important. So you're going to be doing that. I think it's going to be a big focus for you is like your betterment. And then as the month progresses, we have the King of Wands, which I think it's going to be like it starts to pick up. So as the month progresses, you start to find your passion again. Maybe for some of you guys, if you got I try to say guys and girls, so I say girls. Anyways. Yeah. If at work or at school, like you guys are like taking on a position of leadership, I think you guys are gonna be really aspirational this month in terms of like people are gonna be looking up to you. Um or like if not looking up to you, like they're gonna be inspired by you. I think you're gonna inspire people, and you're gonna just have like a passion in leadership and also like a passion in whatever project you're working on, whether it's like school work or even like a passion project or a hobby. Like you're gonna be kind of locked in to the point where like you have that king energy, like you are showcasing your abilities. And the thing about the King of Wands is he's so confident, and I see you having so much confidence in your month of May. Like you're just glowing, and people see that. I don't know, your month is good. Like I see that. And I think you're inspiring other people. No matter how small, I think people are looking up to you. Okay, so at the middle of the month, you do have a reversal card, so 10 of Cups reverse. I do see this as maybe some conflict or not. Could be conflict. It could also just be like disharmony with family or friends or loved ones in your life. So there is a little bit of like I think okay. Sometimes it's like you're so focused on yourself that not this is not blaming you or anything, by the way. It's like you're focused on yourself, and then sometimes like your relationships kind of take the back seat, and there is like maybe not intentionally, but like you can't have everything going at once, so it's hard to like have all your burners on, right? So I think there might be a bit of disharmony with your family, friends, love life, or just people in your life that care about you and you care about them. I think there might be a little bit of disagreement, conflict, mainly because you're so focused on your own growth that people might be feeling neglected or you're not there for them. And you know at the end of the day, I don't see this as a big turning point in your month. It just might be like a theme to look out for. Like, if you have been doing you for a long time, make sure to not, like, a little piece of advice is, people always say like setting boundaries and stuff. And if you don't feel like doing something, like, it's okay to cancel plans, which I totally agree on. Like, I've canceled plans when I don't feel like it, in terms of like, you know I have a lot of like physical issues in terms of I have a horrible digestive system. So like there's days where it's like I'm supposed to go out and eat with my friends, and I'm just like, I really can't. Like, I can't. I'm sick. Like, and they totally understand. That's fine. But like, making sure that you make up for that in some type of way, either by rescheduling with people or letting them know, hey, like, I can't come out, but like, do you want to do a phone call, or do you want to do like a game sesh, like something to like make up for your, I guess, cancellation or your absence. I think that'd be important, just so like people in your life don't feel like they're like not a priority, because that feels like shit. And I don't know, that's just what I'm seeing. But yeah, I just feel like making sure that those relationships are nurtured for. Um yeah, don't forget about that. Yeah, that's just a little piece of advice. But yeah, as the month nears the end, you do have the Queen of Wands. So you're back with that. Like, you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Like, you have the most confident cards in the deck. So I'm gonna read this as you're confident at the end of the month as well, but I think you're confident in a way where you're like a little bit more humble. Not saying you weren't humble when you have the King of Wands, but like, I see the Queen of Wands as somebody who is confident in herself and like ability to take charge and like make decisions, but she's doing it, especially in this image, like, she's not looking like, she's like really like appreciative of everything that's happened. So I think as long as you kind of like keep that mindset of, no matter what I'm going to do, I still have my roots, and I'm not gonna like get carried away, like pretend you got a promotion or you got a really good grade in school, or I don't know, maybe the hottest guy ever asked you out and you're like, hey, like, yes, we gotta be happy for that. But like, you just know where you stand and you know where you came from, and you're not letting it kind of like go over your head, if that makes sense. So yeah, and the end of the month, I do feel like you're still holding on to that like strong energy of feeling powerful and feeling like you kind of got the world at your fingertips right now. Um, yeah, that's amazing though. Like, you got some really good cards this month, and I think you're just gonna really have like a lot of fire in your, because wands are fire energy. Like, you are super passionate in the month of May, whether it's with what you're doing or pursuing, or even like, um, there was talks about a little bit of a relationship. I do feel like if you are in a relationship or you're looking for love, there is gonna be a lot of passion, and you're gonna feel very fueled by the people you're around. It's gonna really ignite your spark to really live your life. But yeah, your month of March is, sorry, did I say March is May? Oh my god, I've been saying, okay, sorry, I meant May. I'm just like confused because they both start with M. Yeah, you're just fueled by that energy. Okay, I will say you did get a blockage card. It did come out like when I was shuffling your card, like it was the second card that came out. So I'm gonna take this as an overarching theme of your month. Is there is like a blockage card of the Tower. So the Tower is basically a card about, it's a major arcana card, and it's talking about like sudden unexpected change. So I think there is something that's gonna happen in May, as I've been saying March this whole time, that is so it's like unexpected, and at first you might be shocked by it. You're like, what? I wasn't ready for this. Like, what is this news? Like, either you get news or something just like abruptly happens and you're just kind of like overwhelmed by it. I will say I feel like this is a good thing because it's really gonna put you into that wand energy, like that king of wands, that queen of wands. Like, it's gonna really kind of test you, I think, whatever happens. That's kind of like a little bit shattering. And you're gonna be like, I can do this. Like, I have autonomy in my own life and I'm able to stand strong throughout adversities and make it through. Like, I just feel like you guys are so resilient in the month of May. Like, you're not letting these tower moments or like this conflict with people in your life get you down. Like, you are strong and you're standing on your ground, but you're doing it in a really like admirable way. And if that's not something that sounds like who you are, because maybe you're watching this video and you're like, there's no way that's me. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I think you could be. Like, I think if you really just like hone in on your abilities and just have belief in yourself, like, I know there's always like wand energy within all of us. Um I know you guys can go through it. Like, you guys are so strong. Like, that's just what I'm getting with your pile. Um like, you're like the main character. I know like every pile should be like the main character, but like your pile for sure is like you're like the main character in May. Like, you're not letting things kind of like debilitate you. And I think it's something that like because you once again with the fire energy, like whether it's a relationship or work or school, like you're so passionate or like strong-willed in this month that you're letting that passion fuel you, and like that's what's gonna keep you going is like your care and passion for it, like the drive. Okay, so you got some self-care cards. Your first card is rest. So you got like no tarot cards about rest. If anything, I think your month is gonna be pretty like chaotic, like as we saw all your cards fall out when I was shuffling your tarot. But it's important to rest, so don't get burnt out because I think you're go 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 in May, but don't forget that resting is gonna prevent you from burning out. Also, resting is gonna help you keep going stronger. It's like when you go to the gym, like you can't go every day because you're gonna just be so tired and burnt out, and you're not gonna let your muscles recover, and you're just gonna like die. So yeah, resting is super important. Don't feel like taking time out to rest is weakness. If anything, rest is so important, and it's something that I think often we neglect in this busy life that we all live. So remember to rest when your body needs it. And also, like, this can also talk about like resting your mind. If your mind is going a mile a minute, it's okay to like meditate, journal, let it all out, vent it. Take that TLC time, okay? That self-care time. You also have make a meal. So this could just talk about like literally making your own food. I know when you're busy, a lot of us like to do takeout or buy something. It's just convenient, right? But really making your own food if you have time, maybe on Sunday, meal prep or whenever you can, like making your own meal is so much better because not only are you like choosing what's going in your food and you get to like cater to your specific dietary needs and preferences, making your meal is such an experience. And I think it's almost like sometimes, you don't have to like to cook. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best cook ever. Like, half the food I make is inedible. But when I do make food, it's like, hey, I did this, and it's just more special because you did it with love. I know this sounds so dumb, but sometimes you just need to ground yourself by cooking your own food, especially those people. I'm talking to you. If you eating out every day and you're like, I don't know how to cook, like, okay, if I can cook, you can cook. Like, guys, trust me. Cooking doesn't have to be complicated. You can just eat simple ingredients. It doesn't have to be like 5,000 steps. So yeah, making your own meal, feeling your fueling your body. Sorry, I forgot I mentioned I have like a canker sore here. So if I have an accent, it's because I can't open my mouth. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so yeah, making your meal. Also, this could also talk about if you guys are like in a love interest or you're pursuing somebody. What's really nice is cooking with your partner. That's really fun. I think It's a nice time. Okay, so plus spending time with people you love. Purpose. So your um what is this deck called? Soul's Journey card is purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So yes, I definitely feel like in the month of May, like you have your purpose. Like you're not feeling like, you know, we didn't get none of those like gloomy doomy cards. Like all your cards are like let's freaking go. Like we locked in. And I feel like your purpose is going to be really shining. So I think you are going to find a lot of like reasons to get out of bed in May. Like if April was like why am I here? Like May is going to be like I'm here. Like there's a reason and this is the reason. So whatever your purpose is, you're going to be like really energized to kind of like get it going. Like I don't think you're procrastinating much in May. Like you're just going to be like doing the thing and you're not letting nothing hold you back. So I'm just checking how many cards we have. Okay. So yes, let's do love for you guys. Once again, I can't shuffle these on camera because there's nudity. But yeah, your month is looking great, guys. And at least in May, at least where I live, like it's kind of getting warmer, the sun is coming out. So I do feel like a lot of this does have to do with the weather. Like when the weather is kind of nicer and it's not like getting dark at 3 p.m., like it gives you life again. Like you're like, wow, if I go outside, it doesn't feel like it's always doom and gloom. So yeah, I think the weather is contributing to all this energy that you're gonna be exuding. Okay, so you're okay, whoa. Okay, thank God I did not shuffle this on camera. Holy crap, they're literally having sex. Okay. So yes, your love for the month of May, which honestly, I'm gonna link it back. So I'm actually just a child. I just laugh. Okay. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. Okay, so if you are sexually active, and I'm not like when I say sex, it doesn't have to be like literal penetration. Sorry. It could literally just be like spending time with somebody that you're romantically compatible with. So it doesn't have to like get that physical. Okay? I see it as sometimes you're having a conversation with somebody, you just feel like you connect. Um it could just be like you don't have to touch this person, okay? I'm just saying. Or it could just be like something cute and sweet where you're like, when you hug the person, you feel a connection, or like it could just be like when you kiss them. It's like I feel like we have that bond. So whatever that is to you, like, you don't have to be like all in. You guys are having that connection with somebody special in your life. If you are in a relationship, you are just strengthening that bond between you and your partner. If you're single or you're looking to mingle, I think you're gonna find somebody, or you're dating around, or you're just getting to know somebody where you're kind of like, wow, like I don't know how to explain it, but we just vibe and we have that connection, and I can't describe, but it's there, whether it's physical or not. All right. So, yeah. And I will say, you got so many fire cards with the wands. Like, if this isn't like what I talked about, isn't about career or school, it could also just talk about like, having a fire connection with somebody you're really interested in. Like, you guys are just so locked in that you have that purpose again. Not saying like you should find purpose in life through somebody, but they're giving you like a purpose again. Like they're kind of like igniting that. But once again, your purpose should be for yourself. Or you find like a hobby you really like. So whatever that is, there is a strong energy for you guys this month about like just feeling alive. All right. And then you got one more card for the love. So this one is just like a little message. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yo, that kind of rhyme. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of like new changes and opportunities, especially for the Tower card. Like I do feel like if you're scared to like pretend you're getting a promotion or like an offer or something new that's happening, like you're kind of scared to take that leap. I do think you should do it even if you're not 100% there or like confident in your ability. Like you should pursue it regardless, because you did get two court cards about like being King of Wands and Queen of Wands. Like, I think don't don't stay in that imposter syndrome if you feel like you're not good enough to do it. Like, we all make mistakes, so even if you say yes to an opportunity, or like, this could literally just be like, hey, let's go on a vacation in the summer, let's plan the vacation, are you gonna come? And you're like, I don't know if I want to go on this vacation. Like, sometimes you just need to like go on that vacation, take that plunge, and be like, the worst that can happen is, okay, I was gonna say you're gonna die on the trip, but like, you know, I don't think it's usually as bad as we think it is. Okay, so I think we should just definitely take that leap, especially with the tower card. Like, sometimes you need to just have that wake up call just to like take that risk. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just gonna readjust myself. I've been like sitting on my knee. Okay, let's get you some. What is this called? Astrology card. Okay, so you have nothing will come of the situation. Oh, I've never pulled this card in my life. What? Is this even a card in the deck? I've never seen this, and I've been doing this tarot thing for 3 years. Void of Course Moon. Is this a real card? I feel like I'm living in a simulation. Okay. Nothing will come of the situation. Wait, what? Wait, what? That's scary. This is so ominous. What the fuck? Wait, wait. I've never seen this card in my life. What? Did they just add this randomly? No, it's actually in here. What? Guys, I'm not kidding. I've never pulled this, and I've done like so many tarot readings. We're gonna read this together just because I'm shocked and flabbergasted by this whole situation. Okay. So yeah, just sorry, listen up, kids, gather around. Okay, in a form of astrology known as horror, wait, I can't read, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news, depending on what you are asking about. For example, if you are worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you can get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and beliefs. Attuned to the moon. I trust in my highest good. Additional meanings for this card. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. The teaching. The main definition of a void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is time to just be. Okay, so I don't want you guys to take this as like, like I said, it could be good or bad, but I'm taking this more as like surrendering to the divine, like surrendering to the universe. So no matter what happens, like I'm getting this with the tower card you got as your blockage. I think these kind of go hand in hand. So whatever happens, like just like trust in the process that like whatever you're doing to the highest of your ability, and that's all you can do. Like at the end of the day, like you can't control, and I say this all the time, every day, but like you cannot control like what happens to you, but you can control what happens to your reaction to things. So if something happens in the month of May where you're kind of like bummed by it, and you're kind of like, damn, like tower moment is a big thing, guys. I will say it is like a kind of like a big theme for the month. um I think the only thing you can kind of do is just kind of like pull through by doing your best, but not letting it kind of diminish what you've worked so hard for. Um because at the end of the day, like I said this last week, so whenever I filmed, I don't remember when I filmed, it was like, I think things happen for a reason, and that's just something I've kind of always lived by, is like everything happens for a reason. And just because something happened that wasn't in your favor, or you think it was like a negative result, it doesn't mean that there wasn't something to learn from it, or there wasn't something good coming after. So pretend like somebody, like I'm gonna say for love, like pretend like the person you like, next thing you know, they're in a relationship with somebody else and you had no idea. You're like, wow, that's kind of a bummer, right? But if it's meant for you, like it will happen. And if it isn't meant for you, then it won't. So I would just kind of like keep on pushing and do your thing, because there's no point in waiting around for something that's not meant to be at this moment. Not saying it will never be meant to be, but like right now it's not the time. So kind of like letting nature take its course, essentially. Can you guys hear that fucking car? Why is it so loud? Holy shit. Anyways, guys. Okay, so let's do your theme of the month. What is your focus going to be for the month of May? Okay, so your theme is marriage. So, yes, once again, marriage is just talking about commitment in any sort of way, whether it's committing to your career, your hobby, your education, committing to your family, your relationships, whatever this is, like you're committed and you're locked in. And I think you're definitely gonna, like, once again, you have a lot of red in your reading. So I read red as like passion, fire, energy. So yeah, whatever happens, like you're not letting it go. And I think that's like, but not letting it go as in like whatever your goal is, like you're really locked in, like you're keeping that in mind, and you're just kind of like, no, I'm not letting it slip away, without like obviously controlling the outcome of others. So yeah, you're really committed this month to your passions and like something that's like really waking you up and igniting you. Okay, so you got a couple tea leaf cards. Four leaf clover, good, sorry, great good fortune. Okay, so you're kind of lucky. Like even though you got that tower card, like I think, you know, there is going to be like a lot of positivity from these things that change in your life, like from whatever is happening. You're going to learn a lot, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom, and you're going to like be able to recourse, is it called recourse, remap your plan. I don't know, it's kind of like, okay, so maybe plan A didn't work, what's plan B, you know? You have apple, which says temptation will test you. Okay, so I will say, temptation will test you. Okay, this is what I'm getting with this card. Even though you're locked in and even though you're doing your best, like, and when things don't go to plan, like, once again, we cannot control everything that happens. Like, do not, like, force something, if that makes sense. Like, okay, an example. So, you really want a promotion at work, and you already told your higher up, like, hey, I'm really interested in this position. You doing it all, you letting everyone know, you're doing your best, like that's it. And then they were like, I'll let you know, and you've told them already, and they're like, we'll let you know. Like that's just an example of, okay, that's it. Like do not push it. Like even if you really want something, like do not push it. Another example would be, um pretend you're in the talking stages with somebody and you're like, hey, like I really want to be exclusive with you, like do you want to be like boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And even though this person said they're not ready right now, depending on what you want, maybe he could walk away if that's not what you want. But I would say like let it go, like let it, like see how this relationship goes forward, and like not like you're waiting on them, but kind of like, okay, if this happens, it happens. If not, like if something else happens and I have like another opportunity, I might take that. But like do not force a connection. Or if you're waiting to get proposed and you've been dating for a while and you're like, when is he gonna pop the question? Like he already knows. And I feel like a lot of things is like you cannot control. So just like don't let the temptation like force a connection or force an opportunity. Like, let it happen organically is what I'm getting with that. You also have the quill, get back to the basics. So yeah, I think this month you are, as much as you're like doing the best you can, like just remember that even baby steps count. So you don't have to like make massive changes in the month of May to like see result. Like even just having like a solid routine that's easy to stick by is good enough for some of us, especially if routine has been difficult. Like for me, my sleeping is pretty horrific. Like I just try to sleep whenever I can at this point. I'm just like, oh, like today I had a day off. I was sleeping in, like I'm gonna say I'm asleep because I don't sleep during the week when I'm working. So just getting back to basics and just kind of getting your life in line and like knowing that it's good enough. Okay, like don't be too hard on yourself. But yeah, guys, we're gonna just pull your angel number. So your reading is so long. I was just trying to do okay. So you're right now your reading's like 30 minutes. Usually these readings are about 20 minutes, but I don't know. Your pal just had like so much happening, and I feel like I just had to talk to you guys a lot. But yeah, your month of May is gonna be freaking insane, okay? Let's just say your month of May is nothing but ain't nothing. Wait, I'm so confused with what I'm saying. Anyways, it's not gonna be boring, is what I'm trying to say. Also, I put this upside down. Okay, 51. Oh my god, I'm such a chaotic mess. Good luck, the other piles. Okay, take initiative. 51. Make your own magic. The time is right for you to make your own way forward. Waiting for things to happen isn't working. It's time to make your own magic. Today, get moving on a goal or project that propels your life into the next phase. Yeah, so I do see you doing that. Like once again, you have like so many wand cards. Like the wand, like you're literally waving your magic wand and like making it happen. And no one's gonna do that but you. So like it's not the time to just dwell and like think about things. Like it's time to take action this month and like go forth with whatever plans you have. Like do not procrastinate, okay? Do not wait around because at the end of the day, it's not going to happen for you if you wait around. So you guys got to take that step, whatever that is. Okay, guys, I got to go. Your reading is really long and I think I have time for like one more pile and then I have to order dinner because my roommate is like, oh my god, like I'm so hungry and you're not ordering. And I'm like, dude, I gotta film, bro. I gotta film. But yes, guys, I hope you have a wonderful month of May. I'm so excited to see if this resonates with you. So let me know. Once again, I do offer private readings at the time of filming this video. Feel free to let me know on Discord. I love you all. Have a wonderful month. Bye. Hello, pal number 2. Ooh, okay. If you picked this jellycat snake, he's smiling. Look at his smile. He's happy. Okay, so yes. Jellycat snake. Then this is your reading. Why is it? Is my camera good? It's like blinking like insane. This is your reading all about the month of May and what's to come. Yeah. Oh, I did it. Ah, yes. Yes. Okay, we're good. We're good in the hood. Okay, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's happening? Oh, you actually got 2 cards here. Yo, surprise. Okay, let's do one more card. Okay, thank you. Wow, your reading like so far is like very like it never happens when I'm like, can I get another card? Like never happens, but your reading is like like super like I don't know, like the rules are being followed. Okay, what am I saying? Okay, so Hermit, Ace of Swords, Page of Wands reversed, Lovers reversed. What's happening? Okay, so let's jump in. The Hermit. All right, so the beginning of your month of May, I do feel like you are gonna keep more to yourself. So Hermit card is about like retreating and it is kind of about isolation. But I don't think you're doing that in a way that's like Okay. So with Hermit, it's like you're not isolating because you're lonely. You're doing it because you need that time apart from people or society or whatever's like kind of like chaotic. I think you're kind of getting away from the energy in the beginning of the month. You're kind of like, okay, I just need some me time. So whatever that is for you, whether when you come home from a busy day, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go play some video games and I just need to do my own thing, or you're gonna read a book or go to the gym, like whatever that is for you, like you are taking time for yourself and you're taking time alone without any like external distractions from others. And I feel like during this time you're also kind of I don't know if it's like finding yourself, but you're kind of figuring out that sometimes being by yourself is such a blessing and I don't think we appreciate it enough. So I'm just getting a strong sense that this month, I'm already just gonna say it, like I don't see you like mingling a lot with people or like dating a lot or, pursuing anybody, like none of that. Like I just feel like this month it's all about kind of figuring out what you want and taking that time to really discover what you're looking for, whether it's in a relationship or in a career or in education or in a passion project or a hobby. Like you are kind of just like kind of retreating. Yeah, like once again, retreating. So this is like the beginning of the month. As your month progresses, you have the Ace of Swords. So I think you are going to have like an aha moment where after all that time alone and having solitude, like you're like, okay, I finally have some type of idea of what I want to do. And I'm kind of ready to plan it out. I'm ready to map it out. And I have that like light bulb moment where like, hey, I finally woke up. Like, so yeah, beginning of the month, you're kind of like ruminating. And then beginning, maybe second week of the month, you're like, okay, so I think I know what I want to do, at least for now, and I'm gonna kind of go forth with it. And especially with this kind of like imagery in this deck, the Ace of Swords, it's like they're very like excited to do it, and I feel like there's a lot of like trust in your idea. So whatever idea or plan you have, you're really like excited to embark on it, and I feel like you're kind of letting the divine or the universe take its course where it's like I think I can just like trust that it's gonna be okay, at least the beginning stages of it, like I'm ready to kind of set forth. Um and I finally have kind of like an awakening moment. Like with the lightning, I'm getting like the sense that it's kind of like a flash in your mind. You're like, whoa, like I'm really it sparked like an interest in you. Yeah. So whatever that is, I think you're gonna get out of that like solo energy and you're gonna start stepping forth, going back into society. Not saying you're not in society, but you're like kind of like integrating yourself back, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, love partner, whatever. Middle of the month again, you do have you have the Page of Wands. So there is gonna be a little bit of a blockage because you did get the Page of Wands in reverse in terms of like how are we going to go forth with this. Like you have that idea, you have that mindset, you have that like plan in mind, but you're kind of like, okay, so how do we execute it? And Paige is very like young energy, so I think you are definitely in the beginning stages of whatever this is. You are starting to manifest, but you haven't really gone through the journey yet. So you're trying to figure it out. You know what? I will get a clarifier card in terms of advice for the Page of Wands because I feel like you might feel a little bit stuck in terms of how to actually go forth with whatever you want to do. Let's get a clarifier for the page, please. Oh, we have another page. So you got two pages. Okay, so yeah, definitely the beginning of a journey for you. Whatever cycle you're dealing with in life or going through in life. So yeah, Page of Pentacles is somebody who is first of all, they're really ready to learn. They're really ready to work hard, and they're really ready to, once again, in this image specifically, there's like a map in front of him. He's ready to map it out and like take course in terms of like planning it out first and seeing where to go from there. Sorry, course of action. So yeah, your clarifier is basically saying that just kind of like make sure your ducks are in a row. Like if this is a financial investment, because sometimes Pentacles does talk about money, do we have enough saved to go forth with this venture? Whether it's like saving for school or if you're trying to transition out of a job, like do we have another job lined up? Like are we good for rent? Like I'm just talking really practical right now, just because that's what I'm getting. Um, do we have enough? Like if we're planning for a vacation in the summer, like how much are the flights, like kind of like getting that information, a lot of like gathering information, even with the Ace of Swords, like gathering that information before we kind of take the leap is going to help clarify this reverse Page of Wands in terms of how do we take course in this passion of ours or this like new venture in our life. Like definitely like be a little realistic with mapping it out. um and I'm just gonna be honest, like be like practical is what I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles. Like some days you just want to like quit your job and like travel the world. Like I get that, but at the end of the day, like is this sustainable long term? Is this realistic at this moment? I'm not saying don't go for your dreams, but we need to be realistic. Like we need to feed ourselves and pay rent. And if some of you guys watching have families, you're looking after children, whatever that is, like are we looking after it? Like are we set? So just being a little bit more level headed before we jump in is going to help you with that confusion of the Page of Wands reverse, like kind of like how do we go about it. um yeah, but I think you are going to figure it out. You are in the beginning stages, so like don't be hard on yourself if things don't go to plan. Like it's fine. Like I do feel like with your pal, whoever chose this, that you guys are starting something new, and it's okay to like make mistakes and take your time. Sorry. So I'm really disgusting. Okay, so at the end of the month, you do have a really interesting card. You have the Lovers, but it's reversed. So I will say, if you guys are in a relationship, because lovers can't talk about romantic relationships in your life, there is a little bit of disharmony in terms of seeing eye to eye with your partner. Um, I don't know. It really, honestly, this card kind of threw me. Like when I saw it after I shuffled, I was like, what the fuck? Like it's so random. So, you know what? We will also clarify this. I just feel like I don't understand why we got that card. Like, because I'm not getting any like strong love vibes in your reading. So that's why I'm kind of like, where's that card? Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune, but she kind of fell out as a blockage card for you. So to clarify the Lover's reverse, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Um Damn. Okay, give me a moment. Sometimes I'm like bad with cards and I have to like think about it. Um okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay. The blockage of you and your partner. If you're single, this could just talk about your love life in general. I'm just talking about relationships with lovers, okay? Usually it's two people. So you and somebody else. Whoever's on your mind, just think about this. So your blockage with the Wheel of Fortune is, I think, how much you or the person you're thinking about is putting into this relationship is how much you guys are going to get back. And I think the issue is the reason why the Lovers was reversed is because there's an imbalance. And you or your partner, it could be both, there isn't like an equal give and take. So definitely either somebody in the relationship is taking more than giving or vice versa. There's just like an imbalance, and that's causing like an alignment issue with this relationship, which is why there's disharmony. So I think there does need to be Like, and I'm gonna go back to the Ace of Swords, and like, there does have to be like a conversation to be had if this is love related for you guys. Like, being honest and communicative about what you guys are looking for in this relationship, what the needs are. So, for example, you're the type to just give, 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 and they're the type to just take, take, take. And not saying that your partner or whoever's in your mind is ungrateful, but there's also like, you, of course, like, thank you for doing this for me. That's amazing. You have manners. Congratulations. But not giving the same energy back is an issue. And this could also go both ways where your partner, whoever you're thinking of, is constantly like giving to you, and you're almost to the point where you're like, yo, I'm overwhelmed by this. Like, I don't think I can keep up. This relationship is moving too fast. I think you have high expectations for me. So having that communication is going to be important in order to balance that connection. Because at the end of the day, the Wheel of Fortune is about like karma. So like, sometimes with love, it's like no matter how much you give, it doesn't mean you're gonna get it back, and that's just unfortunate because love is a fucking shit show, and fucking realize that at an early age. But yeah, just know that sometimes just because you're doing your best doesn't mean the person you're with is. So I think you guys just need to have those honest conversations, set those boundaries, and just know that like, if if you are doing too much, it's okay to pull back, and if you're not doing enough, like, maybe you should do more. Like, have that conversation, and don't feel bad about it. Like, sometimes I think in relationships, the reason why there's often conflicts because communication is weak. We cannot read each other's minds. So yeah, have that conversation, and once that will comes back into balance, then I think it's not going to be a blockage for you guys anymore, and you guys are going to have that harmony. But I do feel like there is an alignment issue with y'all on whoever you're thinking of. There's just, you're not on the same page, basically. Not saying anyone is like wrong or bad, okay? I'm not blaming anybody. But yeah, that's kind of at the end of the month, because the beginning of your month is very like solitude and doing your own thing, and then at the end of the month, I guess like your love life starts to ignite, and then drama ensues. So yeah, your month is looking good. Um, we're gonna do some self care for you guys. So you got number one. Oh, also number one is like the start of a new phase. So yeah, you guys definitely are starting something new in your life in May. Abundance planning. So yeah, planning ahead. Once again, you can see here there's like literal bills of money. Like, how much money are we spending? We need a plan. Like, I do feel like for your group it's very strongly focused on like practical, more physical part of your life in terms of abundance and planning, and more financial, like realistic, making sure your ducks are in a row. We also have number 19, which is deep breathing. So I think this kind of aligns with your first card, the Hermit. Oh my god, 9 and 19. Like, guys, look at the numbers. But yeah, like in the beginning of the month, you're going to be like a little bit more like recluse to yourself, finding your alignment, finding your purpose. So, yes, calming, breathing, relaxing, grounding yourself. And then you have number 10, clear your energy field. So, yes, I'm kind of getting this energy field clearing that relates to the lovers reversed in terms of, whoever is on your mind, making sure that even if this connection is a little bit rocky at the end of the month, not letting that kind of like dictate your mood and your emotions and your own goals in life, like not letting that debilitate you, and like still going forth with what you want, despite the fact that maybe the person you're thinking of isn't on the same page with you at this moment. That's something you can kind of figure out, but don't lose yourself in that connection where you're like constantly thinking about it, where you're, oh my god, this person doesn't give a fuck about me. Trust me, been there, done that. Ain't worth it, man. You gotta do your own thing. Yeah, just knowing that like you gotta clear that energy, and like making sure that you have, like, go back to that Hermit card, like you have your safe space, you have your own time to yourself, and like at the end of the day, make sure that you're the priority, okay? Okay. We also have some Soul's Journey cards for y'all. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So yes, I'm gonna just link this back to the Lovers card again. Like, once again, like, whatever this is, like, with the person that you're thinking of, like, a lot of it, it's like, I think we're often confused by people's actions because we're not really sure what, like, just because something that they did isn't something that you would do doesn't mean it's wrong. So for me, it's like, I understand that I'm kind of like, if I am like, this is even in friendships, like, it doesn't have to be romantic. I'm kind of the type to, like, be all in. If I'm, like, in your life, like, I'm gonna give you my all. And I understand that not everyone is comfortable with that, and not everybody understands that. Like, they're like, why would you do that? That's just how I am. Like, I just understand that, like, that's what I would want in my life. Like, if someone was there for me, like, I want you to be 100. I don't need no 50%. And that's something that people don't understand sometimes. So I think, like, having that empathy of, like, seeing things in a different lens, like, hey, maybe this person didn't grow up with love, or didn't grow up with somebody who, like, cared for them in that way. So they're not used to receiving love because that's not what they're used to, because that's not what they had. So having that empathy of seeing the perspective in a different way, and understanding that maybe that's why this person isn't giving, because they don't even know how to do that. Like, they're, like, almost crippled by the love you're giving them. That's just an example. But yeah, having empathy in the situation, I think, is going to help you, um and help them, like, help you guys in your relationship, just to, like, grow and see each other's perspective, because they might not even know that you're not feeling aligned with them anymore. A lot of the time, like, none of us are. I mean, I'm gonna say, I don't think anyone's really a mind reader. Like, as much as, like, I think I'm pretty good at reading people's emotions, like, at the end of the day, I'm not psychic. So sometimes you just need to have that in mind. Oh my god, oh my god, someone's smoking. I hate it. When people smoke, my window's open, like, my day is ruined. Oh my god, I can't shuffle these on. Was there nudity? Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. I forgot, like, these are, like, nudity cards. Okay, so love life. Let's see how this love life is gonna progress in the month of May. Oh my god. Okay, so you got 2 cards. One of them fell, though. Okay, wait, you got 3 cards. Okay, you were just full of it. Okay, so also, I'm not sure if my roommate left. We're supposed to get dinner, but he seems like he's too hungry to wait. Okay, so friendship. Okay. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So yes, if this person you're thinking about is your friend, it could start out as one of these relationships where it could flourish into something more in the future, but right now you guys are just, like, getting to know each other on a friendship level. There's not much commitment there. Another thing about, like, friendship relationships is that sometimes it's like you expect a lot out of your friend, but at the end of the day, like, friendships are kind of different from, like, relationships in terms of romantically, because I feel like with friendships, it's like, of course your friend should be there for you when times get tough and all this stuff, but they're not actually your partner at the end of the day, versus, like, your life partner, your soulmate, that stuff, right? So don't put too much burden on a friendship, especially if you guys are not, like, anything more right now. Like, just kind of let it be. At the end of the day, like, they still should be a good friend, and you should still be a good friend, but, like, don't have that high expectation when you're not even, like, a thing yet. In terms of friendship, if you are not looking for anything, friendships could be having, okay, so the whole lovers thing I was talking about, like, it could be an issue with the friendship in your life. So this whole thing didn't have to be romantic, by the way. So whatever relationship you were thinking of, like, I think just, like, knowing that there is alignment issues and how to address them is going to be important. You also have this message here that says acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So yeah, like, making sure that, like, of course, once you communicate your concerns to the person, and letting them know that this is how I feel, and XYZ, and to a point, like if the person still isn't understanding or empathetic in your situation and vice versa, like you guys cannot see eye to eye, then sometimes, I'm not saying to do this, but like, if someone's just in denial, like sometimes I just feel like if you're not even like able to see the issue or see my perspective, like what's the point? Like you don't even care. Sometimes it is okay to let friends go or relationships end when you've tried and you've opened up, and the cycle continues even though after you've opened up things are not going the way that you've discussed. Then I think it's okay to let go. But it's honestly, at the end of the day, guys, it's up to you what you guys want to do with this relationship thing. Only you know what to do. hmm Okay, so your last card for love is power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Okay, so this kind of links with that card, talking about like if something isn't in alignment for you in this relationship, it's okay to move on. And sometimes moving on doesn't mean like cutting off somebody cold turkey. It doesn't mean blocking people. It could just mean like, hey, I just feel like I need to, once again, hermit card, I need to take time apart, and I just need to do my own thing right now. And I just, maybe when the time is right, we can come together again and rekindle this relationship. But I just don't think that right now in this time in our life it's the time to do this. Um just doesn't feel like the time. So yeah, whatever that is for you, like you guys make your own decisions, you guys have your own autonomy. Doing that, and sometimes when you guys come back together, you guys are stronger than ever because you've both healed, you've both grown, and you guys can actually be together again because you guys have like really matured in that way. And I also see like a lot of like, I'm gonna get kind of like deep with this, but like with like twin flames and stuff. So if you guys feel like there's somebody in your life that is like a mirror of yourself, you guys also probably have mirrors of your own traumas and issues. So sometimes coming together at the wrong time is an issue because you guys cannot heal separately before like bringing issues onto each other. So going apart for a bit and then coming back is also an option for some of you guys. But of course, if it's actually really toxic, then leave this relationship. Like if the person's abusing you, that's crazy. So yeah, make your own judgment with that. Okay, okay, let's get you a Moonology card. Yeah, your reading turned from like career and school and passions to like a relationship reading. I don't know why. I guess the end of the month is a big theme for that. But yeah, very interesting. Okay, so you have Supermoon. Emotions are running high. So yes, I do feel like the reason why the beginning of the month you did need to take time out for yourself was because you are going to be a little emotional, and that's totally fine. Like release those emotions, express it, like let it out. Like there's nothing wrong with, you know getting out what you need, right? Like don't bottle it up is basically what I'm saying. But sometimes when emotions are running high, it's not a good time to make decisions because, you know, trust me, we've all been there. We've said things that we regret in terms of like, I was angry. I don't, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have lashed out at you, or shouldn't have like, the way you said it might have been done better, but like, that's okay. At the end of the day, like, as long as you catch yourself and know that like maybe next time it's okay to take time out, which is what you're doing at the beginning of the month. You're taking time for yourself because I think something may have happened in April where you're like, I need to be apart. So yeah, so emotions are running high, but like emotions are actually like, I just want to say it's not like a bad thing to like feel emotions because it just means that you care. And when you care about something or someone, that's like amazing because it means that you give a fuck, and a lot of people don't give a fuck. So don't feel bad for having emotions because at least you're a human being and you have that emotion going, so you're not like an AI. Yeah. Okay, so let's get you a focus of the month. What are we focusing on in the month of May? Oh, happiness, guys. So whatever that is for you, happiness is gonna definitely be like a big contributor to like what you want to achieve. And of course, happiness means different definition for everybody. So whether happiness is pursuing your passion project or finding a new career or up leveling yourself in terms of education, your studies, spending time with your family, spending time with your pets, like whatever that is for you, like you're trying to achieve that. And I think that's great because when life gets crazy, like at the end of the day, like happiness is what's gonna hold you together, like what makes you want to wake up in the morning, like your purpose or your reason to wake up. I think that's like so important. So I think you're gonna be finding that in May, especially with that like page card with the Page of Wands. You're finding that. You're finding that. You're like, I find my fire in me. And you're gonna start igniting that. Okay, so okay, so you got your tea leaf card, broom, new home, new attitude. So yes, this could literally just talk like being like very literal with this is like spring cleaning. It's May, spring cleaning, decluttering your home if you're a hoarder like me, things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to slowly declutter my home, like guys. I'm not even kidding. Like I live in like a 500 square foot apartment with my roommate. I don't even know how we're surviving with the amount of crap we have everywhere. So a new home, new attitude. So yeah, clearing your space, cleaning your space is also gonna help. Sometimes like if your mind is muddled because your space is like a chaotic mess, organizing things, it's gonna de-stress you too. So sometimes it's like I can't find something. Yeah, if you just organize your home, it might just be like a little less stress inducing because you can find things you finally were looking for like a year. So yes, cleaning, organizing. Some of you guys could be finding like a new home, like moving into a new home, moving to a new place. Like that's cool. Congrats if you're moving. But yeah, like a new space and making sure that the where you're spending your time, like I'm like often in my room, like this is where I am like most of my life, which I don't know if that's sad, but it is the fact. So I like to make my room like nice and enjoyable. So I like for me, like I'm not a minimalist, obviously. If it wasn't obvious, like I have shit everywhere. So I kind of like having color in my life. I like having trinkets. I like having memorabilia. I don't like the clean aesthetic, the beige, the grayish, whatever. Like that's not for me. But that could be for you. Like whatever that is, like, make your space beautiful and enjoyable to be in, especially if you're there a lot. And this could even talk about like if you're working in an office and you're like, oh my god, like cubicle life. Even though I think most offices are open layout these days. Whatever that is, like making the space you're at work like comfortable and accessible and pretty and enjoyable to be around. Yeah, English. Yeah. So whatever that is to you, like, yeah. Okay. Let's do. I'm trying to see if I did all your cards. Yeah, I think I did all your cards. We're gonna just pull you to finish off your reading an angel number, and then we should be good for today. So y'all's got 1111 angel number, master number 1111. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, 1111 awakening. Yes, you guys are literally waking up. You are being called to attention. Your angels want you to wait, I cannot read. Your angels want to send you signs, but first they need to make sure you'll be paying attention. This number asks you to notice the world around you so you don't miss the important messages coming your way. Ask your angels for confirmation after you see this number. Repetition is their way of getting your attention. So yes, you do have like a lot of like new energy in the month of May. Like once again, I feel like you're embarking on so many new ventures or opportunities or relationships, whatever that is. Once again, you also did get the number 1 with your abundance planning card. So yes, there is like a spark of new creativity and passion, and I think if you've been kind of like looking for a sign of like, is this the thing to do? Like, should I go forth with it? Yes, you should. You literally got that card and that number. And if you've been seeing like sequences of numbers, like for me, I've been seeing a lot of like mirroring numbers. So like four fours, three threes. If you've seen those, then I think it's your time. Like the universe is telling you, like, yes, like do the thing, girl, do it now. So yes, I think that's it for you guys. I hope this reading was enjoyable for y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful month of May. Once again, I do offer private readings at the time of filming this video on my Discord. Let me know, and I shall see you in the next video. Have a wonderful month. Bye. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. Yo, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, your cat's sideways. Whoops. Okay, if you chose this jelly cat, literally the jelly cat, like the name of the whole brand, then this is your reading all about your month of May and what's to come. Also, my legs are so cramped. I've been sitting here for like 2 hours and I'm just like, how do people do like really long readings? Because sometimes I'll watch like a YouTube video. Like, I don't watch all the piles, but like the filming, I think they do it like maybe they take breaks because it's like, wait, how come? How can you do a 5 hour reading? I don't know, man. Like, I would have just ended my whole existence. But yes, guys, you're pile number 3. And you know what we say about pile number 3 over here is the craziest pile because it's when I'm like the most unhinged and we wilding out. We wilding out. Okay, so yeah, as all your cards fall apart. Okay, but yeah, let's get into it. Also, today's readings have been kind of long, so get ready for like a yap fest from me. Because usually my readings are about 20 minutes. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh my lord. But today the readings are about 30 minutes, so it's like a 30% increase. Anyways, just saying. So get ready, get your coffee, get your cup of tea, get your coffee, get your popcorn ready, guys. It's gonna be a long one. Okay, yeah, you got some cards. Okay, so interesting, very interesting. Okay, so sorry, this is crazy. Okay, guys, let's get it out. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I will say like the media vibe I'm getting with your cards is you fighting some demons this month, guys. You fighting demons. So let's see how that's gonna go. So beginning of May, you have the 7 of Pentacles, which is honestly a really good card in terms of kind of like assessing your progress. So this could talk about career in terms of your job or schooling, your studies, your even your hobbies if you really want to talk about that. But yeah, assessing the progress of something you're working on. Um I think that's something that's going to be important for you cuz there could be something you're trying to do and you're kind of like, "Hey, I don't really see any result or any I'm not really enjoying the fruits of my labor yet, and that's fine because 7 is not 10. Okay, yeah, good job, thanks. No, but like it's like you're still on this journey of whatever you're trying to achieve, and it's hard to give. Okay, sometimes when you're like at the pinnacle of success, like some people like give up, right? So sometimes it only takes like 2 more steps, and the next thing you know, you see the view. So sometimes like, okay, this is how I see it. An example would be like, so when I went hiking last year, there was this hike I went on, and it was like I don't know, it felt like 4 fucking hours. It might have been 2. I don't know, whatever. I was not prepared for this hike to be this long. So we just kept going and going, and then I would see like some of the hikers coming back from the hike, and then we'd be like, how long? How many more minutes? And they're like, oh, only like 30 more minutes. It's such a beautiful view. It's worth it. And just keep going, and we did, and it was not 30 more minutes, maybe for them because they actually hike. Like, I was wearing Vans. I was not prepared to walk so long in these fucking shoes. Anyway, so it's like you keep going, and then you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I just give up and turn back. But if I didn't keep going, then I would have never seen like the beautiful views of, it's called like the Ink Pots. It was like Johnston Canyon. Anyways, whatever. So yes, the whole message of this is like sometimes you need to kind of reassess your path or reassess your plan or the blueprint, but to keep going and to know that like it's going to take time, it's going to take patience, but in the end you are going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So yeah, the beginning of the month, whatever you're trying to like manifest, like you just got to kind of keep the grunt work going, and you just kind of got to be patient with yourself or the situation. So near the middle of your month, you have the Knight of Swords. I'm actually gonna read this card with this card because I feel like they're related. So the middle of your month is like Knight of Swords energy with the Five of Wands. But I'm gonna hold the Five of Wands upright even though it was reversed. So I think in the middle of your month, you're gonna kind of go through um issues with communication, and this could talk about like because especially with this Knight of Swords, it's not always like illustrated this way, but in this deck it is. So he's kind of fighting off or fending off. Wait, is he fighting the birds? I don't know. But he's freaking locked in. Like, look at his face. He's like, hell no, I'm a win. So the Knight of Swords is kind of like the type to just kind of like I feel stabbing the air. I feel like he's in this card specifically, like he's ready to like he's not here for the bullshit. Okay, he's like, okay, just tell it to me straight. Like he communicates very honestly, but it doesn't mean he's communicating in the clearest of manners. Like he's just kind of saying what comes to his mind, and that's fine. Like being honest is amazing, but sometimes like the way you say something is more important than what you say. So I think this could be you. Okay, I will say it could be somebody in your life, but it could be you. Where the communication is stark, it's cold, it's a little bit direct, but kind of to the point where it's kind of like almost offensive and almost kind of rude. And I think the issue is because of the communication issue, it does cause disharmony because you have the Five of Wands, which is the conflict card, and you did get it in reverse. So because someone is communicating in such like a drastic and almost like almost like a empathetic way that it's gonna cause disharmony, whether it's disharmony at work, disharmony in your school, classmates, family, friends, even a romantic relationship, if you want to read it like that. This is causing disharmony, and I think like just the message here is to like be careful with your words or like communication is so important. Like in I almost say in every freaking reading, but like how you say something is more important than what you say. And like sometimes we do lash out. I'm guilty of this. I literally like this week was so stressful for me. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I was so stressed at work. I kind of blew up. I kind of lost my marbles. The marbles were rolling around. So could have did better in my part. I just kind of lost it. And at the end of the day, it was resolved. Things were resolved, but like at what stake, right? Like at what cost? So yeah, learning from that is gonna be important. And Five of Wands in reverse does talk about like walking away sometimes in a situation where is it what's more important? Like think about it like this. What's more important? Winning the argument but burning all your relationships with your coworkers, your friends, and your family members, or letting it kind of slide, even though I'm not saying you're in the wrong. Like I will say sometimes people delusional as hell and you gotta kind of let them have their battle because sort of let them win the battle because sometimes people just don't see like the facts, I guess. And that's why I'm just gonna speak from my personal experience. Like I was kind of upset. I was this Knight of Wands. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like, I'm telling you the facts and you don't understand. Like I don't know what else to do because I literally have proof and somehow it's still not good enough. Welcome to my life. Anyway, so sometimes it's like even though you have your facts lined up and you're logical and you're like this is literally what happened, it still isn't good enough. And sometimes it does take you like even if you defended yourself, sometimes you just gotta like let the argument go, kind of walk away from it, kind of like, you know what, this is what happened, this is what I thought, but maybe I'm not sure exactly. There's no 100% answer. Let's just move on from this. Okay, so I think moving on from things despite like not winning the argument is sometimes better than winning, because when you win sometimes like you lose because you lose that relationship. So yes, defending yourself is important. And standing up for yourself is important, but just kind of pick your battles, I think is the whole middle of the month for you guys, or if anything, most of your month. Sorry guys, I just went in. I will say I was frustrated to say the least. I feel like this was my week. Okay, anyways. But the end of your month, honestly, I feel like it's amazing because you have the high priestess, and I will say this is you, like I'm feeling it. You are channeling your intuition, you are channeling your higher self, you are going into your spiritual realm, and you're really just elevating yourself. At the end of the month, I think all this like rumble and tumble or whatever is not going to affect you because you are up leveling and you're bettering yourself, whether it's spiritually or emotionally, intuitively. Like you are just like, you know what, I'm gonna just be the bigger person and I'm gonna calm down. Like high priestess does not fight and she does not argue and she's not a freaking chaotic mess. You know, she's locked in and she's aligned with herself. So I think for the end of your month, like you're gonna ground yourself from all the chaos, which was the middle of the month of May. Like you are gonna just kind of be like maybe meditating, just keeping yourself like in balance and just be like, okay, I'm not I don't need to fight. I don't need none of this. I'm just going to do my thing and it's going to be okay. And I think you are going to be like focusing more on your higher self. So like whether it's intuition and your spiritual growth or just kind of like giving that energy of like whatever happens to me does not affect me because I'm going to handle it in a mature and calm manner. And like y'all's energy does not dictate my emotions. Okay. So the chaos is outside, but you have your boundary is here and you're not letting that go into you, okay? And that's what you're doing at the end of the month. You're finding alignment at the end of the month. You're like, don't give your devil shit to me, bro. Don't give no demon shit to me, okay? You fighting demons in the middle of the month, but at the end of the month, you're not part of that. Okay, you're not part of that. Okay, guys. Yeah, sorry. I'm really like clearly like locked in to this reading. Okay, guys. So self-care for the month of May for pile number 3. Ooh. So your first self-care card is spending time with friends. Okay, so yeah, spending time with those who you see eye to eye with. Not saying like, okay, with friendships, like I'm not saying like, oh, spend time with only people who are yes men and like echo chamber and like only agree with everything you say. Like not saying that, but like spending time with people who genuinely lift you up and support you, but like when you fucking fumble or when they fucking fumble, you call it out and they call it out. Like I think that's the best friendship when it's like you call out each other's bull. Like if I told my friend, I was like, listen, if I'm a fucking mess and I'm just like losing myself and I'm wilding out. Like, you need to slap me into place. Like, not actually slapping me, but like, you need to like shake me and be like, okay, girl, wake up. Like, I need that. And sometimes the best friends are the people who are going to be honest with you while they support you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you can't be honest to your friend and you can't like, look out for what's best for them, like what's the point in this friendship? It's just surface level. I don't need none of that. I don't need more surface level relationships. Trust me. Tons of those, but real friends are friends who are like they call you out when they need to, but they're also going to be there for you no matter what, okay? Like they want what's best for you. So yeah, spending time with friends like this I think is going to give you like a different perspective in the month of May. Be like, "Oh, maybe you know what, you're right. Like I could grow from this." Okay? You also have make a meal. So cooking for yourself or because you did get that friends card, I do see it as cooking with your friends or family or loved ones like is going to be like a nice enjoyable time. Like if you can do that, I know not all of us like live with people, but if you're able to like cook with people, I think that'd be like a nice bonding experience. Sometimes cooking with people does bring forth drama. You know, there was a okay, I don't know if I should say this. I must say it because I think it's fine, but like it was like stupid. So one time I was like cooking with one of my boyfriends at the time and we literally made the meal together. It was like such a nice time. And then I didn't know that he doesn't eat Parmesan cheese. Like I didn't know. So then I like at the end of the cooking sesh, I like sprinkled cheese on top of the pasta, which now I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's why people put cheese on their own plate, like at restaurants, because you add how much you want. Now I know, like next time, just put it on my own because I didn't know he didn't eat that, so I put it all over it. And then he's like, "Well, now I can't eat that." And I'm like, "What? I didn't like you eat cheese all the time." He's like, "I don't eat this one." And I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" So I didn't know that, and then it became a whole fiasco where we spent an hour cooking this meal together and now he's not going to eat it. And I was like, "You're fucking kidding me, bro. Like why are you going to act like a fucking kid?" Anyways, we had a fight. This is me projecting. So a wonderful meal was ruined. No, but it was fine. At the end of the day, I literally took off the top layer and I said, like, it's fine. Like, you're not gonna die. And then I think he was fine. We apologized. It was fine. It was just like, you live and you learn. And now I learned, like, don't put cheese on things. I don't fucking know. Anyways, but yeah, making a meal is an eye-opening experience, especially with others. But yeah, even if you're just making a meal for yourself, um, like like it's basic. Like, at the end of the day, everyone can cook. I know it's like, oh, I don't cook, I can't cook. Okay, start small. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I am not a chef by no means, but I have learned to survive for 32 years on this earth. Well, I guess for the first few years I wasn't cooking. But whatever many years, like, I know how to cook enough to survive. Not saying I'm cooking for other people any gourmet meals. But yeah, cooking your own meal is very like cathartic sometimes, and it gives you control into what you put into your body. And in this day and age, eating out is expensive. So maybe like if you guys eat out a lot, is your wallet okay? Is your health okay? Think about that. Okay. Yeah. Wow, I just went in. Okay, so let's get you a Soul's Journey card. Doubt. Okay. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, so I see this as okay, so I release the need to know all the answers. So just because you don't know something, it doesn't mean like okay, I'm gonna kind of link it back to that conflict card with all those like wands and stuff, like the people fighting. Like I just feel like okay, just because okay, so the thing is, if you don't know something, like you don't know exactly how someone's thinking, and we will never know. Like as much as like we want to like go into someone's mind sometimes, like I want to put myself in your shoes to a point. Like even if they explain their perspective, like you're never gonna know how they feel. You're never gonna know exactly what they think. Like it's impossible to know unless you're that person. So releasing that doubt of knowing everything just so you can like win an argument or like know the answer to like the outcome. Like it's okay not to know because at the end of the day, like we're never gonna know everything. And even with the high priestess, like you're following your intuition, but you're never gonna know exactly what's gonna happen next. So I think it's important to know that like to trust in the divine, trust in the universe, and like know that whatever is meant for you will be for you and you will never miss that. And understanding that you can communicate as much as you want, but even if you communicate as clear as you can, there's to a point where you cannot do anymore. And you're just gonna have to let it go. Like I think letting go and just like letting nature take its course is gonna be so important for you this month in terms of especially with like people in your life, if there is conflict. Because it's just life. Like we can't all like be like the same person. Okay. And I think this is gonna be a growing experience for you guys to understand the like even if people are different from you and you're not seeing eye to eye with them, that's fine. It doesn't mean you're going to sacrifice everything about your morals and values just to please people. I'm not telling you to do that, but knowing that like it's okay to what's it called? It's okay to disagree. It's okay. We can agree to disagree is okay. Okay? But seeing what you can is the most important part and like releasing the doubt to like be right and to know everything and to be like, "Oh my god, but this is how it is." It's fine. Guys, at the end of the day, there's only so many hours in the day, and I think your high priestess, like you locking into your high priestess energy at the end of the month, is going to be like, I'm gonna put my energy elsewhere, man. I'm gonna put my energy elsewhere. I'm gonna invest it back into myself, and that's it. Oh shoot! As all these cards fall down. Okay. I do feel like with your pile, there is a frustration in my chest. And that could just be because I'm projecting my own issues, but do not let other people's frustrations or a frustration of a situation get you, okay? Like, do not let that fuck up your alignment. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna ruin you. Okay, you have the new moon. Yay! A new start is coming. So yes, there is a new start. Um I'm not sure what this new start is. It could just be like a new version of yourself in terms of like a higher version. Like once again, we talk about the high priestess, the higher level of yourself, higher version of yourself, where you're kind of growing up, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Like, um, yeah, but a new start is coming. I'm just feeling the sense that for you guys, it's more of a new start in terms of finding yourself and knowing that you're strong and capable of dealing with conflict, and I'm proud of you for dealing with drama and BS, because life is nothing but drama and BS. And I'm proud of you for going through that. And now that you're higher up in your spiritual growth and within controlling your emotions, not letting people affect you, like, that is a really difficult trait to possess, to not let drama get to you, especially when you're involved. And I think that's the new start that's coming, is like you are up leveling yourself and you're maturing and you're growing. Yeah. Can we just like I'm gonna give you a pat on the back, okay? Pat yourself on the back if you haven't already, because you're doing the most. You're doing the most. Okay. So yeah, we haven't talked at all about love life. So I think if you guys chose pile number 3, like love life isn't the main focus of your month of May. I think you're literally just like focusing on yourself and, unfortunately drama around your life. But love life is not a main focus, which is fine. Like, we go through like highs and lows with love, and like sometimes it's not, sorry, what am I saying? Seasons in love. Maybe May isn't lovey dovey for you, but it doesn't mean there's no love. So let's see what kind of love you're getting. Yeah, life happens in seasons. So yeah. Okay, that's too many. Okay, wait. Sorry, I just noticed some of these cards are like not even facing the right way. Am I okay? I just like put them back completely wrong. What is going on? Okay, sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Chaos. I think I'm kind of losing it. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we're gonna reshuffle. Sorry, that was a mess. Okay, so your love life for the month of May. This message is for you. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So yes, right now, for May, love is not the pinnacle of your theme, but love is coming your way. Right now, I think you just gotta like realign yourself, ground yourself from the chaos, and then find yourself. But love is gonna come your way, whether it's blossoming a current relationship that you're in, or if you're looking for love. You're gonna meet somebody, or you're gonna bond with somebody in your life at a deeper level, like later on. I think right now you're definitely not like thinking of that, or even you might not even have time for that, honestly. Like, seems like you're going through it. But right now I think you're just gonna do your own thing, and then as things progress organically, love is gonna come your way, whether it's with someone you know or someone you're gonna meet. And you also have trust. So transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So yes, maybe for you guys, I'm gonna say sometimes it's disappointing, like, when you're looking for love and you're not getting it, or it's not going the way you planned or expected to be. And that's fine. At the end of the day, like, this card is just telling you like this is just not the time right now for like a relationship to blossom or deepen. But it will come when you kind of like least expect it. I think love, especially the best forms of love, happen when you least expect it. Like, I think when you're not looking for love is when you find it. That's just me though. Like, of course, if you're on a dating app and you're kind of just swiping people, that's fine. But, sometimes you find someone that you didn't expect and you're like, wow, I'm like pleasantly surprised and it's even better. So yeah, just accept the situation for now what it is, and as things progress is when things will get better. And spontaneous love is something that I often think we underestimate, but like, what's it called, serendipity is, I don't get that. For me, it's like kind of like my life is pretty whatever, but sometimes like serendipitous things happen. And I will say, guys, especially with love, when things happen and you were not looking, you were just doing your own thing. If anything, you were really like locked in on your other projects in life, and love comes your way out of nowhere, it's crazy. It's the most crazy thing you'll ever go through. Okay, but yes, love is in the air, but not in May. Sorry. But yeah, it doesn't mean you can't date around or talk to people. Like whatever, do whatever you want. It's just not a main focus for your month, okay? Okay, so let's see what your main focus is. Oh my god. Okay, dude, the universe is not on my side because I just said like, oh, love is not the main focus of your month of May, and the main focus is love. Okay, I must say, not saying you can't find love or you're not gonna progress this relationship with the person on your mind, but like, love, I read this as giving love back to things that matter to you. So yes, fine. If this is a relationship, then go forth. But if this is not a relationship, then it's giving back to things that matter to you. Whether it's giving back to yourself, giving back to that drama thing that's happening in the communication issue. So yeah, giving love, I think, back into a situation is gonna be what's healing for you. Okay, so instead of like, okay, so once again, I'm gonna pull this out. The Knight of Swords with the Five of Wands reversed. Like, you guys kind of going through a little bit of a drama, and you know what? This could talk about in a relationship. Maybe you and your partner are kind of like fighting a lot, or you and your situationship is kind of like messy. So the resolution to all this is love. Like, it's giving back and being like, hey, even though the facts are there and they're lined up, I just want you to be okay. Like, are you okay? Like, you know what? No matter what happens, like, your well being and your, like, emotional satisfaction is more important to me than being right, and whatever that is. Like, I think that's gonna be like how you resolve the situation, by giving love back in. Be like, hey, I really listen. I care about you, and I care about this connection we have. I care about the relationship. I care about us, and I don't want us to fight over stupid shit. Okay, so that's just what I'm getting with that. With the love card, giving love back in, like, life doesn't have to always just be about facts and logical, what's like the right thing. Like, it's also about like knowing that if your partner or the person you're thinking of or the people in your life are affected, um that it's okay to just like be the bigger person, and like not let that get you guys down, and not let this ruin the relationship, because what you have is stronger than what's right or wrong in terms of winning an argument, right? Okay, so your tea leaf cards is number 1, the Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay, that's scary. Okay, so be careful. What I'm getting with this is just kind of picking your battles is important, right? So like knowing like when to stand up for yourself and vice versa. But knowing that if someone in your life, I'm getting strong sense, like, if this is someone that is not looking out for you with the best intentions, not to say you should like wrong them or do revenge, like, don't do that. Like, that's just gonna fuck up your karma. But know that like you're able to kind of balance that and pull back, which is totally the high priestess energy of like pulling back and being in your own space. It's okay to do that, and I think you should kind of like not let this negative energy or person get into your space. Like, if someone's trying to mind fuck you at work or school, like, there are snakes in the forest. Wait, in the forest? Snakes in the grass. Where are snakes? I don't know. Anyways, there are some snakes. Be a little careful, like, be a little bit careful where you step and like tread lightly. And I do still believe the love is the way to go. Like, even if someone is like kind of sketchy and kind of a snitch and kind of just like, what are you trying to do? Don't get on someone's bad side. Like, always be neutral with people, even if you're not aligned with them and you don't like them. It's okay to be neutral, because the worst thing, I think, my advice is, don't set somebody off, because the moment you set somebody off is when things are over, and it's actually gonna s up. Sorry, I said fuck up, but I said s up because I'm gonna say like. Anyways, I don't want to fucking say. I'm losing it. It might fuck up your alignment if you fuck with them. So just kind of be careful with that. Once again, pick your battles and just kind of be like, you know what? I don't agree with you. Let's agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna just like be neutral with the situation. Okay? So don't let that get to you. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Because sometimes you fight with the wrong people, you're gonna wish you never did. Okay? You wish you never opened that can of worms. Ooh, so your other card is Beetle. Good fortune. Okay, so good things are coming your way. Fortune, I do feel like, is more like financial. So you might get some type of, maybe, tax season, you might get your money back, money back from taxes. Maybe you get a promotion. Maybe someone's giving you a gift card for your birthday. Whatever that is, you're getting some money. Good fortune. So I think despite all the drama, like, there is like abundance in your life, which is nice. Sometimes you just need a bit of, you need the bonus so you can just use that money towards something you like. Like, you had a rough day at work, let's go get a McFlurry. That's just me, though. That's what I would do. So what is this? Oh my god! I just developed a pimple throughout this what? This wasn't here before. I'm not even kidding. This just happened now. Like, you see how red that area is? What the hell? I have like 2 bumps. I'm so tired of this. Anyways. So I'm not tired of the reading. I'm tired of like, guys, I'm 32 years old and I have acne. Like, can we just give me a break? Give me a break. It's not until I'm 80 years old that my acne goes. Like, at this point, it's over for me. Okay, so your angel number. Ooh, you have kind of like a mirroring number. 484. I'm just You know what? I blame myself. I've been eating like crap, so this is why. This is why. When you're enjoying your day off too much, you know what I mean? All right, so okay, number 484 is time. It's time. Your pain is seen. Okay, yeah, I feel that. Your angels acknowledge your pain, for real. Time doesn't necessarily heal wounds, but it gives you space to learn how to live with what has happened. Visualize yourself 5 years from now. Focus on your feelings, surroundings, and mental state at the time. I almost read like menstrual state. I was like, wait, what? Okay, so yeah, I think this is just kind of telling you that, like, listen, I do feel like your month of May is a little bit of a BS moment where you're kind of like, why am I fucking here? And why I have to deal with all this shit? But at the end of the day, this angel number is just telling you that in the grand scheme of things, is this gonna matter in 5 years? Like, is anyone gonna give a F about this? And the answer is no, okay, guys? Do not let this drama rama get you down where 5 years later it's not gonna matter in 5 years. You're probably not gonna remember this happening in 5 years. Like, no one gives a. So just know that when things kind of go crazy on you this month in May, high priestess vibe, girl. Like, put that crown on, fucking lock in on your own vibes, and be like, listen, I'm not letting you enter the space and ruin me. I'm just gonna be, as much as I am communicative and honest, like, I'm gonna just align with myself and giving that love back to yourself, but to also the people, even if you don't like these people or this person's pissing you off, like, you can just, how you treat somebody reflects you, okay? So you giving love back to them despite all this garb, it shows that you're mature. It shows that you're the type of person to be the bigger person and you're not going to stoop down to their level. So, yes, And at the end of the day, in 5 years, none of this gonna matter. You're gonna forget about it, okay? It's not gonna affect you. But yeah, guys, wow, your month is a little bit crazy, but we're here for it, and trust me, I know how you feel. But yes, guys, if you enjoyed this reading, thank you so much for watching. I do offer private readings at the time of filming this video, so feel free to join me on my Discord. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next video. Have a wonderful month, and I love you.